My thoughts on Overwatch. I think it's awesome. Great, fast gameplay, simple mechanics to get into, and you feel like you're extremely powerful. I love how everyone says that this character needs to be nerfed, namely Bastion, while other people say that those same characters are easy to defeat. I think the game is as balanced as it could be for what it is. Of course, I'm not playing against high-level players, so my opinion could change later. The only character I do think needs some buffing is D.Va. As she is now, her mech basically functions as a shield, since her regular pistols deal more damage than the mech's Gatling guns. Her ultimate can be easily predicted and avoided if you're paying attention. And when you shoot while you're inside her mech, it slows down to a crawl, exposing you to massive amounts of fire from your opponent. Often this leads to your mech getting disabled and having to run around exposed with just a pistol, waiting for your mech to respawn. She's basically a Titanfall light. Aside from that, I think the rest of the game is great. It's not as fast as an arena shooter like Unreal Tournament, but I don't think it's trying to be. Overwatch feels like a mixed bag of elements from many other FPS games all rolled into one. You've got Call of Duty Soldier, the Titanfall-like D.Va, and even an old school rocket attack character like Pharah, who reminds me of the days when Unreal Tournament and Quake were still heavily played. Or if you remember the days of all rockets on Halo 2. There are characters that have their own unique traits, like Genji and Hanzo, or Reaper and Tracer, where it's more about using their abilities well than just traditional point and shoot. Add to that, and Overwatch is class based. You have support, defense, offense, sniper, the usual. Overwatch isn't reinventing the wheel here, but what it does is add a crap load of bling on it and add spinners. It's great, very pick up and play for people who just want something simple to enjoy, but with a high enough skill ceiling that can keep you engaged for a while. Though once you get the hang of things, it can get a bit repetitive, as Overwatch doesn't have many game modes to play around with. This leads to huge areas of the map that just aren't used, while everybody sticks to the objective area. I really hope Blizzard creates more game modes that will make use of the whole map area instead of just defending or attacking an area or escorting a truck around a straight line. But I think Overwatch will last a while, just as the original Halos did on the first Xbox. It's easy to pick up, takes a while to master, and has a non-threatening art style that brings in players who might not have thought about first-person shooter games. And speaking of that art style, oh yes, can we please get a third-person mode? Not only for the beautiful game's assets, but playing as some heavies like Winston, where his ultimates are melees, requires a third-person view to be effective. You already have it for Reinhardt's shield, so please open it up or at least have an option to play in third person. But how long will the community last on Overwatch? I feel like it has legs, and will at least stick around for 2 to 3 years, or at least until Overwatch 2 comes out. Here's hoping. See you on the battlefield.